And for breathing, what I want you to be doing is we'll just do a sort of a countdown breathing. And so just start like at 100 and start working backwards in the back of your mind. Every time you inhale and exhale, just sort of go down by one and do it at your own pace. And if you want to focus on deep breathing, which again is focusing on increasing as you inhale the lower abdomen, and then exhale and decreasing the abdomen, go ahead, because that'll help with a deeper breathing where you'll get more oxygen into the body. So we'll do this for about 2 minutes. While you're in the easy pose, maintain the pose, and we're just going to do some simple shoulder rolls just to sort of loosen up the shoulders. So you can start by going forward, or if you want, you can go backwards. Just imagine circles are around your shoulders and just sort of following those circles. As you finish up with those circles, we're just going to go stay in the easy pose and put the bound hand pose and put the hands behind us. So if you want to sort of make little fists and try to keep the shoulders back and the shoulders backwards toward your back and the back straight. And now we'll move to a seated cat-cow. So again, stay in the easy pose. As you inhale, lift the chest up and the head up. As you exhale, the chest goes down, the head goes down, and the back is arched. As you finish up with the seated cat-cow, we'll move to table position and do the cat-cow from a table position. Again, as you inhale, your head goes up. As you exhale, the head goes down and the back gets arched. As you finish up the cat-cow, we'll move to a balancing table position. So what you want to do is, if you're able to, is to take the right hand, put it out, put the left leg also out. As you balance in that table position, if that's too much, just stay in the table position. And then you can change sides, left hand out with the right leg out. And it's got up to you the level of difficulty you would like to do. You can keep rotating, or you can just stay in the table position. You can return the table, and then from table, we're going to go to thread the needle. Instead of doing the flow, we'll just sort of take your left hand and put it underneath your right. And you can bend your right elbow and try to get your left shoulder to the mat if you're able to. If you want to use your block for support underneath the left shoulder, you may. You can come up back to table, and then we'll thread the needle using the right hand underneath the left. Come back to table, and we'll go to the puppy dog pose. So you're basically just extending your arms straight out. And you can put your chin to the mat if you're able to. You can sort of extend your body forward into Sphinx pose. So you want to put the hips to the mat, your elbows at a right angle, lifting up your head. You can slowly come out of Sphinx pose into a mountain pose as you're standing straight up with your arms to the side. If you want to sort of shake out your shoulders, you can do so at this time. We'll move into tree pose. Let's start with the right foot down. So if you want, lift up the left foot as much as you're comfortable with, whether you want to just lift it up by the ankle or by the knee or higher. You can change sides with the tree pose. So the left foot down. You can release from the tree pose. We'll move into warrior two. Start with the right foot forward, left foot back, right knee over the right ankle, and then your arms out to the side. Reverse warrior, so drop the left hand down to the leg, raise the right hand, and do a little bit of a side bend to the left side. You can release from warrior two and we'll go back to warrior two, this time with the left foot forward, the right foot back, left knee over the left ankle, and then arms out to the side. You can reverse this warrior by raising the left hand, lowering the right to the leg, and side bend to the right side. You can release from there. We'll do a wide-legged forward fold with your hands either on the floor or on the block. So put a wide-legged stance. And then try to put your hands to the floor or on top of the block, whatever's most comfortable for you. Keep the right hand on the floor or on the block, and then raise the left hand as you do a little bit of a twist to the left side. You can change sides, so lower the left hand down to the floor to the block, and then raise the right hand, twisting to the right side. You can release from there, stay in the wide-legged stance, and then we'll move into goddess pose. Bring the legs together into a half forward fold. So you can put your hands above at your knees, just above or just below. Keeping the legs together, you can stand up, and then we'll move into chair pose. And so bend the knees, put the arms straight up. Try to keep the backs as straight as possible. Keeping the knees bent in the chair pose position, we release the hands, and we'll do a simple twist to the left. So put your left elbow to the outside of your right knee. You will have to bend your back for this. You can put your hands together just to get a little bit more into that twist to the right side. You can release from there, and we'll twist to the left side. So right elbow to the to the left side of the left knee. As you release from that twist, go further down into the garland pose, which is that deep squat. As you release from the squat, move to a seated position with the legs straight out, known as the staff pose, and the arms straight down at the side. If you want to put a little pressure on the hands, you can, to kind of keep that back straight. We're just going to add a little bit of a twist to this staff pose. So just put your left hand on your right knee and your right hand behind you. Just a little bit of a twist. We'll add more of a twist in a couple poses from now. So both legs are forward and down on the mat. Stay in the staff pose, this time with the twist to the left side. So the left hand back, the right hand on the left knee. Again, just a little twist. As you release from the twist, fold forward. You can either grab your ankles, or if you wish, you can grab your toes. Try to still keep the legs straight. As you release the toes or the ankle, you can raise the right knee and then put the left elbow to the outside of the right knee and the right hand back as we move into half Lord of the Fishes pose. And this one can be a deeper twist if you're able to do that. So twist as much as you're able to, but if you want to push off a little bit more on the left elbow, you can, to get a deeper twist. You can release from that twist and we'll switch sides. So the right knee down, the left knee up, right elbow to the outside of the left knee and twisting to the left side. As you release from that twist, put the soles of the bottoms of your feet together into a bound ankle pose. And then you can just sort of bring your feet closer to yourself as much as you are comfortable with. You can release from the bound angle pose and raise your right knee. And then, as I like to say, give it a hug or into the cradle pose. So put your arms around your knee and try to extend it as close to your chest as possible. You can release the right knee and lower it and raise the left knee and give that one a hug into the cradle pose. As you release the knee, you can go back to a bound angle pose, both feet together, to the bottoms of the feet together. But this time, as you get into that seated pose, I want you to recline backwards so that your back is on the mat, but still keeping the soles or the bottom of your feet together. You can raise both knees, put the arms out to each side, and then drop the knees to the right side in a simple twist while you're still in the reclined position. You can raise both knees and lower them to the left side as we do the twist to the left side. You can bring both knees up while you're in the reclined position, and then raise the knees and try to grab the bottoms of your feet or the ankle into happy baby pose. You can release from there, put both feet on the mat, knees up, and then lift up the hips into bridge pose. You can lower your hips and lower your knees and just lay flat on the back, on your back on the mat as we move into Savasana, otherwise known as corpse pose. I'm going to bring a reading in from the Gospel of John, chapter 14, the first verse. Jesus is speaking. He says, "Let not your hearts be troubled. Believe in God, believe also in me." So Jesus does not want us to have our natural reaction, however, is to worry about many things. Jesus asks us to believe and trust in him that he is going to be taking care of us and that he's coming back for us to take us to be with him in paradise. So as you are exhaling, if you want to say a simple little prayer, you can pray, "Jesus, calm my troubled heart." If you want, you can open up your eyes and slowly come on up. And again, thank you for joining us.